Hey, hey you. When did you get here? How you doing? Welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party, pal.
My name's Jerry Guy. This is Jaw Jackin, which is basically a cybersecurity Ask Me Anything. We've got our Tuesday guest host, Eric Taylor, waiting in the green room to come on, but just to kind of set expectations. This is coming hot off the heels of the daily cyber threat brief, which we do from 8 to 9 a.m. Eastern every single day, giving you the top news. And then we take 30 minutes and we ask you to give us whatever questions you want. Should you be a SOC analyst, a GRC analyst? Is this lab good? Where can you get training? Should you work somewhere? Like, what's up? You can even ask advanced questions, right? Like, I know a lot of entry-level questions come in, but maybe you want to know how to do an enterprise risk assessment. What products do you like? How do you get it? What's a business case for getting more budget? Whatever. But I hope you hang out. I hope you stay. Let's welcome into chat my good friend Eric Taylor. Hey, Eric, what's up, buddy?
What's going on?
Nothing. Let's get some background action going on. Actually, let's just go full. There it is. There it is. So my friend Eric Taylor on stream. Eric Taylor, CEO, Chief Forensics Officer at Barricade Cyber Solution, and also a really nice practitioner, guys. Eric, what can we expect from you in Jaw Jackin today?
How not to be a troll in chat.
All right. Let's play nice. Yep.
I'm just messing.
All right, guys. Yeah, go ahead.
Let's do some threat hunting today. Let's do some threat hunting today with Shodan.
Ooh, threat hunting with Shodan. Very cool. So you're going to get a demonstration. I did see your LinkedIn post. I thought it was phenomenal, Eric. Very high value. Personally, I really enjoyed it. So giddy up on that. Guys, I leave you in the very capable hands of my good friend, Eric Taylor. And I would love for you guys to have a great time. I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. Until next time, you want to push me off stage? Wait.
Oh, fail!
All right. Do it again.
We got reverse Earth going on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so dizzy right now. All right, so not to OSINT myself or pass off any stuff, I'm going to log into Shodan on my sandbox, so bear with me 1 second, because I do know some of the queries do get a little funky where it does require you to be logged in. So I will make sure I am logged in just to make sure we don't have any potential issues.
All right. Well, while you're getting set up, I'll answer some questions here. Space Taco says, what kind of GRC software do you prefer, Jerry, even though I know you're about to bounce? Yeah, so as far as GRC software goes, honestly, I have used a couple different solutions, and they almost always feel like killing a mosquito with a cannon. So I'll just tell you, I've used RSA Archer and I've used ServiceNow's risk management solution. Unless you have the full business fully bought in on using these solutions, and people have been trained, and leadership is forcing people to use it, and you aren't using other services or anything, like you're fully committed, only then will it work. RSA Archer, I thought, was a very poorly designed product, very clunky, felt very web 1.0, like mid 2000s. ServiceNow risk management platform, it was fine, but like it's part of the ServiceNow ecosystem, which is like this unbelievably large, complicated thing. And unless your whole business is on ServiceNow, you can't pick and choose. For me, for my dollar, honestly, Space Tacos, Excel or Google Sheets, like a spreadsheet, is where GRC lives all day, every day. All right. Eric, you good?
I am good, sir. Thank you so much.
All right, we'll see you. Bye.
Bye.
Hold on. How am I going to, what do I want to say to get out of here? I guess, all right, bye.
All right, so I do see a question coming in. I will answer this one. This kind of piggybacks off of Dr. Gerald. Hey, guys, my company is considering switching services to ServiceNow. I have noticed some previous breaches. Should I be concerned? Darius Catter, sorry. Not sure how to pronounce that name. But honestly, the thing that I always say when you are looking at data breaches and things of that nature is, how did the company respond? how fast was their remediation? How seriously did they really take the incident? Not just sending out, the blanket emails and letters saying, "Oh, we take your data security and private data seriously," and just the legal mouthpiece, if you will. And I know nothing against anybody, but it is a legal thing. So it's do they actually show it? Do they demonstrate it? Do they remediate? Do they show mitigations and temporary workarounds, things of that nature? Um, you know, there is a mindset out there. It's not of a question of if, it's a question of when. I bounce back and forth between that concept and that mindset mentality a lot, but it's you definitely need to make sure that whoever you're doing business with is responsive is the most critical thing, right? And just trying to make sure you don't store too much sensitive information because you literally are putting your trust into somebody else's infrastructure. So I know ServiceNow is a really good operation. It's a lot of build out. We use Salesforce over here. I just didn't have the liquid capital to dump that much money into dev for the ServiceNow platform. I have to with Salesforce, so it's not like I'm skirting that DevOps mindset or the money suck for that one, but it just kind of is what it is. All right. Got some more questions coming in here. Cybertron. Let's see if I can. My emails are blowing up, and we're going to play some music, and oh yeah, that's why. It's 9 o'clock. That's why it's blowing up. So we will share this, but we'll put this off into the background, if you will. Let's play a little bit of music. And we'll answer some questions, and we'll dive into some queries and things of that nature. Thank you, Justin Gold, for copying these. I greatly appreciate you, buddy. So let's find Cybertron. So Cybertron asked, question, is a sandbox also a virtual machine? Yes and no. So, this is my Windows sandbox, right? So you'll see it right up here, Windows sandbox. It's on my host machine, but it is a very temporary instance. So if I just need something for an hour, 2 hours, things of that nature, I will do a lot of stuff in sandbox. And it doesn't mess with my primary operating system. Sandbox is not designed for long-term use, where a virtual machine will be. One thing to also remember with a Windows sandboxing is it's best thing I can compare it to is like a kiosk mode. So it only loads a certain level of applications and things of that nature. In this particular one, it's just the Windows operating system. So any tools that you have for you, if you want to do threat hunting, things of that nature, you have to copy it over, get things set up, and then do your threat hunting. So if it's going to be something that you're going to be using a lot, if you want to use your tools a lot over and over again, definitely consider using a VM, right? Hopefully that answers your question. If you have anything more specific on sandboxing Cybertron, definitely let me know. J.E. and Michael, I think, is trying to troll me right now. Let's get his... Shut off my phone. J.E. and Michael has asked, what do you think about the new Copilot recall loopback? Ha 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 ha. I've already gone on a tangent on that one, J.I. and Michael. I do think that that's a massive overreach. I am glad that a lot of other cybersecurity professionals like myself are diving into it and saying, this is a dumpster fire waiting to happen. So I'm hopeful that they will rethink their position on rollback and integrating it potentially with Copilot or Copilot. It's there's just so many horrible things to be considered about that. Gary asked a question. Eric, I know about Shodan, never use it. Is it easy to use? Gary, let's dive into it. All right. So I've actually got, bear with me as I find my other darn window. So I got a massive cheat sheet that I normally do for a lot of this stuff. And I got a couple of VMs that we're working on building out to actually query these things every night and then, dumping it into our forensics so that way we would have it. Oh, I got so many tabs. I got tabs on tabs on tabs. So what I was posting in last night, let me pull that up. Sorry. Jerry actually finished a little bit sooner than I anticipated today. So I was scrambling. Let's see, can I show this without being logged in? I think so. Go away. Yep. Hooray, that worked. All right, so this is what I posted yesterday. And I'll post a link here in case you want to check it out. So, clients always asking, how do you hunt for Cobalt Strike servers? And we do. I use the Shodan API to write to a text file that we put into our forensics. So that way, we have that historical data over the last 90 days. So if we're doing our forensics, we are looking at what is actually, beaconing in. Does any of the IP addresses match known C2? Not just Cobalt Strike. We'll kind of dive into that a little bit today. But, this is just some queries, right? So let's just say we want to look for product at Cobalt Strike beacon. So we'll just come in here. We'll dump that. Oh, it would help if I put the other in quotation there. So in my post yesterday, you may hopefully be able to see that. Let me zoom in on that. You'll see 319 or 913, sorry. And this was just 11 hours ago, ladies and gentlemen. We are already at 919. The one thing this is why we take 90 days of this data and we're starting to ingest it into our forensic process. Servers are spinning up, they're spinning down, they're very temporary in a lot of ways. And of course, Teams is going to go nuts on me. But Shodan doesn't, at least from my knowledge anyway, let me put it that way. Shodan does not post historical data. I know this historical trend tab does exist here, but I have not had much success with it. So, and it could just be my lack of knowledge and understanding in that particular thing. Just go back. See what I mean? It just doesn't want to work too many times. I don't have my API running right now, do I? No, I do not. Let's just reset. The live demo gods. And again, because I didn't put that end quote on there. Alright, so yeah, it actually does show a little bit of this one. But I'm not sure if in the API if I can get that historic data. But if you look here, just in Cobalt Strike, in that one query that I posted, there's several different ones, right? The SSL, Forkin.Kisk, and all these other ones. China is definitely the leader, and we keep seeing this a lot, especially with Cobalt Strike. Shodan has seen over 2,272 in the last 12 months or 24 months, so it's kind of interesting. I do like that trend though, but a lot of times this thing right here does not like to work very often. So let's just say product C2. And this is something I found very interesting that I actually forgot about a product out there. Should have had this as a PowerPoint slide. Of course. All right, any questions while we wait on Shodan to stop acting up on a live demo? Because that would be awesome. Let's do this while I keep refreshing. Question came in. I'm trying to get into DFIR. What are some things that you would look for in a potential candidate? What would you like them to have? I've been in the field for 3 years as an analyst so far. So I'm going to assume you're Nathan Bolin. You're talking about when you say you've been in the field for 3 years as an analyst. I'm assuming SOC analyst or something to that nature. You know, the folks that are Black Hills definitely have some great training courses. So, you know, being able to go in there and demonstrate that. The key thing that I've found, or I always ask for, is, you know, I will ask for people who have been in the industry for more than a minute, so to speak, you know, key questions like, where's your logs? Where's your folder for your Windows logs? You'd be surprised how many people don't know that. Most IT admins know it. So, yeah, definitely just know your stuff for the most part. Know system administration, know, you know, how things work, because a lot of us are going to ask a lot of those things that a forensic analyst should know. And if you've been as a SOC analyst, you know most of the stuff, to be honest with you, man. I would say everybody knows about Black Hills. I would recommend, and I think I have before, 13 Cubed. He's got a ton of resources on YouTube, so definitely check him out. But he's actually got a investigating Windows bundle for 1,400. If you just you got 695. Why is my mouse acting up? So the bundle is actually for the endpoint and the memory forensics. So he does some really good work. So definitely consider 13 Cubed if that's in your budget. If not, definitely look at the Black Hills. They're a little bit cheaper, still very good quality, just different price points. And the dude who does 13 Cubed is also a ongoing forensic investigator as well. So my key thing is take training from those who are actually in the field doing the work day in and day out, not just a not just somebody who is with, you know, theory and things of that nature. Good job, Joseph. Too bad you took so long. You probably Googled that, didn't you, you little goofhead? So going back to Shodan here. So I'm just going to look for... Be erupts a lot. Jesus, Joseph. Going to look at, you know, just what C2 do we have out there? You know, we got Panda Shop. We got a bunch of just whatevers. But what I did find that's not showing up right now, I did not know, or if I did, I forgot about it. Did y'all know that Hack5 had a cloud C2? So Hack5 cloud C2 infrastructure. You'd be amazed with what kind of stuff is out there, ladies and gentlemen. So let's dive into something a little bit crazier. So we, again, shared the Cobalt Strike. Of course, I missed there's my cheat sheet. Has anybody heard, have you guys heard, and guys, I use as a loose term, hopefully y'all all know that. So Brute Rotel is, if y'all been around for a while, you'll know that Brute Rotel is a alternative to Cobalt Strike. Same C2 infrastructure, right? You can download it. The pricing is, ridiculously cheap for what it does. It's $3,000, but it is a 1-year license that you're able just to tear some stuff up. So how would we potentially look for, existing Brute Rotel C4 infrastructure? Well, we would definitely at least go back to the product name. That would be one thing. How many are out there right now? And sorry, my typing is slow. I got a new keyboard and mouse and things are funky. And we wait for the paint to dry. So surprisingly, we've only got 5 with that product name, which is interesting. File not found. Okay. Through the forensics, we've also have come across an HTML hash in some of our past investigations. And I'll dump that in here and let's see what's currently. It looks like about the same 5 as well, which is about what we've been seeing for on par. Have y'all ever seen the platform of Go Fish? A fishing training platform that is also used for crazy nefarious actions, as with anything that's a legitimate thing. We got 271 of those, right? One that I found not too long ago was a product called Collection Stealer. And it actually has it in there. It's actually, none of them are showing up right now. Very nice. Y'all have also heard of the Medusa Stealer, right? Now I'm just going through just goofiness, right? So, let's just say if we wanted to, what is everything named Stealer? Right, we have NT Stealer, interesting. Medusa, Sun Stealer. Oh, I haven't heard of that one for a while. All right. If we want to, let's see how many of the CPU mining rigs. So XM rig is, if I'm not mistaken, that mines, correct me if I'm wrong, please in chat, but that mines the CPU for Monero coin. That's also called XM rig, but you'll see that. So, I mean, this is just stuff to take a look at, right? So, when we're looking at, new rats. Rackpat, research, home rat. That's not kind of giving me what I want. So maybe not HTML title. Maybe we'll pivot over to product again, right? So this is kind of where you're kind of going through some of my mindset a little bit of, what exactly is going on here. I'm not getting. Qzar. So that's not giving a whole lot of stuff as I would really want it to be. But is that helpful to anybody? Maybe if I just remove out rat. Let me switch back over to the YouTubies. See what everybody's saying. Paul Savage asks, "Hey, can you share your Shodan cheat sheet on LinkedIn?" Not currently, Paul. I've been thinking about doing that. I don't know. Oh, Empire, yeah. We can search on Empire as well. I don't know if Empire actually shows. So version 3 Mac. These are potential. If we just do Empire. Host name LT at Empire. Vendor MikroTik. Ah! Ooh, another Router OS, which is, those who don't know, Router OS is the software running MikroTik. And this is a cloud switch, the CCR. So you can see how some showdanning can get you some real good information off of stuff. Yep, so this is probably what we're looking at right there. 125, 1S. Yeah, so it's crazy. A lot of times you can get, that's a crazy uptime, yo. Holy moly, that thing's been up for a while. Question came in from Marina. Let's see. Can you explain how Shodan knows something is a C2? Good question. We're doing different searches, right? So in the top here, we're going to have everything that comes back in the http.html tag of, let's just say, C2. And I don't remember if this one came back with anything, but we have HTML tags, we have fave icon hashes, we have just hashtags, we have product names, things of that nature, right? So, you know, if we go back to this one here, product, Cobalt Stripe Beacon, when Shodan is actually crawling these sites, it will look for the product to come back and say, hey, I am Cobalt Strike. You know, again, Cobalt Strike. And here, Cobalt Strike. So it's looking at that through our threat intel feeds. Let me scroll back up here. We know that the SSL cert hash And this part just comes from, you know, threat intel feeds and from our own research. But we see in this SSL cert serial number 1464 blah 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 is also Cobalt Strike. Right? So we've also seen SSL certificates being issued again in the past. I don't think it's current. Let's see. Oh, we do have, so see, there's only 10 of them, so it's not as many as we have been seeing, right? So these are ones to be suspicious of. There's a sandbox, so whatever. Hopefully it's nothing. Okay, so can't see that. Yep, so even though website's not displayed, right here, common name, zorn.zik is who's published it, right? So, and that's what we were going after. Hopefully that answers your question. Any other questions? I'm just kind of just shooting the trash here, ladies and gentlemen. Hoping to help educate you in your threat hunting feeds. This is one I have not seen in a while either, but just because we're going to goof off. Let's look for the Poison Ivy Trojan, which had it had some stuff that would beacon back and actually phone home or point up as it, oh, we have 3, crap. All in Saudi Arabia, which is about correct. Yep. So port 3460. Yep. Yeah, so the 3460 comes back as the Ivan. So those who don't know, oh gosh, again, this has been a while, I may be incorrect, but this was a telnet-like port that when you have the Trojan, it would actually steal your information and send it off to these remote servers under that specific port. And it would, a lot of times in the older days, especially in your Cisco days, I don't know if Cisco does it anymore, but always had that banner, and it would actually say in that banner the Ivan proxy Ivan Trojan in it. Okay, Eric, I didn't want to ask something to sound stupid. I didn't know what the C2 was. Now I know. Thanks for showing this. Yeah, no worries, Carrie. Question, how does someone hunt for a threat no one has ever seen before? A lot of times you're just stumbling on stuff, right? So, like, we'll go back and we'll do this. Like, I'm trying to do research for new products that are called RATs, Remote Access Tool. Right? So, I'll just type in RAT. And, like, I don't even know what the heck this is. ARES, that looks malicious. Right? I've never seen this before. Let's, for giggles. Oops, sorry if I just whitewashed everybody out there with that big white screen. Let's just do a quick Google search. Is it a rat? Oh, there we go. Python botnet backdoor. See, I literally just learned something brand new on stream. I'd never even heard of this one before. When was this one put out? And it is a command and control. Aha, see? If we go back, a command and control server. Oh, this is 7 years ago. I'm very behind the times in knowing about this particular thing. But yeah, it does beacon back get to a host under a port. Yep, yep. Okay. So this goes to show you, ladies and gentlemen, old tech 7 years ago is actively out there right now, inaccessible for your brute forcing pleasure. So literally, that's how, hopefully that answers your question, but that's literally how I go about finding new stuff. And again, literally just found one that even though it's old, I don't think I've ever heard of before. I'm pretty sure I haven't. And I'm actually going to search my sheet over here that I have. Nope, it's definitely ARES. Oh, so I have it actually. Okay, so I do have it. So I have it as... Well, I will say this. It's in my sheet. I don't remember seeing this. And memory does not serve me well on if I've ever seen this before in a case or not. So I probably picked it up in a feed, is what I'm going to suspect. But anyway, don't sleep on it, ladies and gentlemen. Again, 7 years old. You know, is it a big issue? Probably not. It's one, but you know, definitely put that in your threat hunting. Put that in your firewall block list, that IP address, right? So, you know, be diligent, ladies and gentlemen. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? Let's hear something different. Sorry, just catching up on mod chat here. Anyway, I know the questions are a little light. Everybody's here. 211 people. And of course, people want to call. And all of my devices are going to ring. Have to call them back in a minute. I think I answered all those, Kimberly. Yeah, I answered that one. Kimberly can fix it. And stated mods are bringing me up to speed, making sure I've answered everybody's questions. And the one from Paul Savage, if I could share it, then if I could share it on LinkedIn, and I said not right now currently. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at 9:30. Thank you all so much for tuning in and hanging out with us. I do greatly appreciate it. Next time, invite your friends to come and hang out. We'll talk. We'll figure out something else to talk about, and just, you know, sit back and shoot the trash. Space Tacos question: how you doing, Eric? Hanging in there. Yeah, unfortunately, I have the default answers. Some days are better than others, but I'm hanging in there. So, Maxwell Vargas question: any good resources for SOC analyst cheat sheet? I would probably go to Discord. In Jerry's, I'm sure there's some folks in there talking about it. Just ask into the Chat and Chill 2.0, and if there is a dedicated Discord channel for that, then I'm sure somebody can be able to mention that as well. Maxwell, I don't want to. I'm not trying to put your question off. I'm just saying I don't know of any good ones out there because I'm always updating ours. So then a lot of times when you start ingesting other people's feeds, then it just totally foobars yours all the way up. Yeah, there's nothing in Dr. Gerald Ozier's Simply Cyber Discord. Definitely go over to Black Hills. They probably have something over there. Or, I mean, heck, we just do it live here. See if I can give you at least a rough guess on some of these. Vanta, no. We hear enough of Vanta. So, stream get network method, yes, yes. Yeah, this one's a good one from Sentinel-1. Why are they duplicate? I don't know. Is everything on page 2? It's just like Sentinel-1. So just ignore the second page because definitely double check it, but I'm just doing a 30,000 foot view and it looks like page 2 is the same thing as page 1, which is about on par for them. Oh yeah, this is actually really good. So these are regexes. This is actually really good. This will help you do a lot of threat hunting. Holy crap. This is actually... Page 3 is really, really good. Yeah, be quiet. I'll dump this in chat. Let's see if there's another one out here. College Sidekick? Let's see what you got. This seems to be more of methodology. So I mean, if you're looking for a methodology, this one, it doesn't go into it a whole lot, but I mean, some things you may want to consider that, you know, are just kind of thumb through, like, yep, I'm doing that, I'm doing that. What does my beloved Sans have? But I think most of these things you have to log in to get them. Oh, oops. Oh no, I'm a big fat liar. So this is memory analysis. That will make memory makes my brain hurt. Memory analysis is definitely one for the tools. That's for DAG, I'm sure. So yeah, I mean, definitely take a look at the cheat sheets, see if there's anything in there for you. Just catching up, do we have... Joseph says he wants to take the FOR 500. Give me that. Man, I need to finish unpacking so that way I can mess with Joseph and everybody else showing my challenge coins. Oh, I got a question here. Hi, Eric. Is there any legal or regulatory issue or issues that has a blue teamer you want to be aware constantly in common facing an area? It could be an employee and as a business. Yeah, you want to make sure. Wow, is it just my screen that's jacked up, or is my camera really that high? Probably just because of all the text. So let's have an autofocus there. There we go. So yeah, thanks, Kimberly. The definitely consult legal representation. All views are expressed are of my own, and I am not an attorney. So there's a legal disclaimer. But hackback is, like we've seen in the stories earlier today, hackback is technically illegal. You can face, consequences of doing that. I would just say, if you're going through something and you have strong suspicions that someone or something is doing nefarious acts, start raising the flag to management, or, if you are management, going to the owner, or the owner's going to, external resources to help facilitate the problem. Oh, a lot of times vigilante work in our industry never bodes out well. That is typically what I call, so typically what I call that vigilante work is a resume generating event. So just be careful with what you're doing. No, we don't have challenge coins, George. Just messing with Joseph because I've got Sans challenge coins. And he wants one. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Work calls. Must go do more hunting of evil. Until next time, y'all take care of yourselves.
The kid whose passwords laid across all sites, they were the same, a criminal, then found their fame by taking that data to go. Soon may a criminal come to steal your pictures and data and run. One day when the crime is done, they'll steal your account and go.
content, keep the cybersecurity train going by connecting with the other Simply Cyber community resources. We have the Discord server that's lively and always keeps the conversation going. You can connect with me directly on LinkedIn. And also every single weekday morning on the Simply Cyber channel, we're doing live daily cyber threat briefings, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, as well as Thursday at 4:30 p.m. We're doing live stream interviews with industry experts, and we produce videos that we push out every Wednesday morning. I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. I hope you enjoyed the content, and we'll see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed the Jaw Jackin. Be sure to check out the Simply Cyber Daily Cyber Threat Briefing happening every single weekday morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., where you can get the top cybersecurity news stories of the day, network with other professionals, and then stay for the Jaw Jackin just like you saw. I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. See you in the next one.